Good morning to the morning group. Good afternoon to the afternoon group. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon. Stop. Now, I hope you're keeping your hands nice and clean, especially if you've been outside. As you come in, keep your hands nice and clean. Very good. Keep them nice and spotless. And keep your fingers away from your eyes, your nose, and your mouth as much as you can. Because you don't want to catch any coughs and sneezes. And if you're going to sneeze in your house, remember to sneeze into your arm. If you don't have a piece of tissue. If you have a piece of tissue, crumple, sneeze into the tissue, crumple up and throw it in the bin, and then wash your hands. And if you're outside, remember that people who don't live in our house, we have to stay a little bit back. That's called social distancing. Social distancing, that means you stay apart. I might do a little video on social distancing later on because sometimes it's a bit confusing. Now, this week we're doing a lot of counting, aren't we? Yeah, because we want to be constantly counting. Constantly is a very big word. It means always be counting. Because every time you're counting, it's like you're doing exercises for your brain. It keeps you really brainy. So count all the time, as much as you can. Now, I found some other things in my house that I could count, and here's one of them here. This is called, you know what it's called? It's called a tin. Yeah, a tin. And inside this tin, there's a thing called cannelloni beans. I've never eaten them. Maybe that's why it's sitting in the press. Anyway, do you remember you were talking to Veronica about shapes? Well, look, there's a circle there on the end of a tin, and if I flip it over, there's another one over there. We might do a video about shapes later on again. I think there's one on YouTube area. You can have a look at that if you like. Anyway, so a tin has a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom. Now, I'm going to tilt you over there and I'm going to show you all the tins I found. I found in my press. Well, you count them when you found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tins I found in my press. When I count them with me, let's go again. Remember, with your finger, you can start this. It doesn't matter which hand you use. You can do this hand or this hand. It doesn't matter which side you start on. But when you're counting, remember to point and count. So let's point this one first. So go 1, 2, 3. Point first and then count 4, 5, 6. Okay. I want you now to put your hand out to the screen and count by pointing at each one and see can you get 6. Off you go. Well done. 6 tins I found in my press. Now remember the other way. Also you can count this way by moving them apart slightly. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it doesn't matter which side you go from. Because you get 6 all the time. Let's count from this side. So I'm going to move them across, and as I move them across, I want you to count. Ready? I can't hear you. Can you go a bit louder? Let's start again. Ready? Here we go. And well done. Did you get 6? Fantastic. 6 tins of beans. Very good. And I can count them another way as well. I could stack them because tins of beans, you can stack them. So for example, watch this. I'm going to build something here. Look at that there. So put you there, you there. There we go. You go on the top. And maybe what's going on here? Some of these are a bit wobbly. There we go. Now look at that. What did I make? There we go. Happy now. There we go. What did I make? I made a little tower. Now look, how many have I got on the bottom? 1, 2, 3. How many have I got in the middle? 1, 2. And how many have I got on the top? 1. Now, how many have I got all? Where are you? How many have I got all together? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tins I have. Yeah, 6 tins. And I stacked them kind of like a triangle shape there. A triangle shape. I don't know if you did triangles yet with Veronica, but you might be doing that soon. Or we could do it later on. Triangle shapes. Very good. Now another way you could stack them is, and be careful doing this way, you might want to do it on the floor. Now, you could put them 1, 2, 3, very carefully. 4, 5, 6. And they sit on top of each other like a big tower. I like some of the towers that we used to make in our classroom, didn't they? Look at that, 6 tins of beans making a big, huge tower. Now be careful doing that because the old tins are quite heavy. Now, there's another way that people count. Okay, so I'm going to put my tins back down. And sometimes you can count backwards. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's very good to practice going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And go back down again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That can be a little bit confusing. So we have lots of sounds that we know that when we count backwards. Well, I sing one for you, and maybe you can do it with your tins, okay? So now, if you want to walk and get your tins now, you can sing the song with me, or you can watch the video and then play it back, and then you can sing the song, okay? So what I have is my 6 tins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you don't have 6 tins, you only have 4, you can do it with 4. If you only have 3, you can do the song with 3. If you have 8, well, if you have 12, you might be singing all day. Anyway, so here is a little song I learned. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 6 little tins sitting in a shop, up on a shelf, right on the top. A shopper came along one day and took 1 tin and took it away. So what's left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little tins sitting in a shop, up on a shelf, right at the top. A shopkeeper came along one day and took 1 tin and took it away. Hey, don't forget to pay for that. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little tins sitting in a shop, up on a shelf, right at the top. A shopper came along one day and took 1 tin and took it away. Bye. How many are left now? 1, 2, 3. 3 little tins sitting in a shop, up on a shelf, right at the top. A shopper came along one day and took 1 tin and took it away. Now, how many are left? 2 little tins sitting in a shop, up on a shelf, right on the top. A shopper came along one day and took 1 tin and took it away. Oh no, 1 little tin sitting in a shop, up on a shelf, right at the top. A shopper came along one day and took 1 tin and took it away. No little tins sitting in a shop, no tins up on the top. They're all gone. Now, actually, this is a number. So when there's nothing there, we have a number called 0. So there are 0 tins. None, because you can't see anything. 0. Have a look at my hand. Can you see all the sweets in my hand? No, you can't, because there's 0. None. Nothing there. I wish I had some sweets in my hand. So we sang that song. 6 little tins sitting on a shelf, up on a shelf, right at the top. Along came a shopper, came one day, and he took 1 tin and took it away. Now, this shop is empty. I know Brexit's coming, some of the shops are empty, but this is ridiculous. So let's put some of the tins back. So let's go 1. Well, we start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we stack the shelf again, and there's 6 little tins sitting in a shop, up on a shelf, right at the top. Now, maybe you could have a go at singing that song with your tins, and maybe somebody can sing with you, okay? Or you can get your mum or your dad to sing with you, and maybe take a photograph or a video and send it along to us, okay? Now, we'll put some more videos up later, and we'll talk to you again. Remember, keep counting. Count everything. Count all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it's so good for your brain to keep counting. And remember, you can count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can count backwards. There's 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, you little noodles. Now, I'm going to put these back in the press because some of them have been there for quite a while, I can tell you. I don't really like these ones. Okay, talk to you later. Yeah, big noodles.